For this lesson, I've created a new Smart album called Best of Alaska. It has 49 photos in it currently, which is quite a few more than the other examples we've been working with. This will work better when creating things like books and slideshows than my other albums that only had a few photos in them. I'm going to create a new book from this Smart album. I'd recommend moving the photos that you want to use in a book or a slideshow into an album first before creating the book. This will avoid having to go through the book and remove the images that don't really make the cut. It's better to have that done beforehand. So with this album selected, I'll go to the Share button and from the Create section, click Book. On this screen, I can set what sort of book I want. At the top, I can choose from hardcover, softcover, or wirebound. These all come in different sizes, which are shown here. The price of the book is listed down here. So an extra large hardcover starts at $50. A medium-sized softcover starts at $10. These prices are for books with 20 pages or less. The price for each page beyond 20 is listed here. I'm going to create a large softcover book. In this menu I can set a theme. As I select each one, a preview slides over. These previews can also be clicked on to move through them. Each theme can have a different color palette, which can be set here. Notice that a preview for the inner pages are provided below. In the Asian travel theme, there are not only colors to choose from, but patterns. I'm going to go with the Modern Lines theme with a black color scheme. Click Create and iPhoto automatically assembles the book, laying it out in the order that the album was organized in, which in this case was by date. I'll start with the cover by double-clicking it. In this little panel that pops up when the page is selected, I can choose a photo layout style for the page. For this cover, I can either have a full page photo only, one photo with text, or 3 photos with text. To the right, I can select a different background color. I can also view these layout options by clicking the Layout button here in the lower right. Click the Options button here, and for this photo, I can set a few different options like adding a border with a caption or just placing a caption over the photo. Use the zoom slider here to get a better look at the details of the book. Once I start editing options here, over in the Layout panel, the layout is now listed as Custom. I'm going to switch back to Standard, and for this cover, just have one photo with text. Click the Photos button in the lower right to see all the photos in the book. From this menu, I can choose to see all the photos in this project, only the photos placed in the book, which in this case is all of them since we started right from an album. I also have the option to view the Alaska 2012 event, which is where all these photos came from. I'm going to choose a different photo for my cover. I'll just locate the one I want to use and drag it in. Then click and drag on the photo to reposition it. I can also adjust the zoom level with the slider here. Click on the text to edit it. I'm going to keep Best of Alaska as the title, and in the subtitle just put my name. I'm also going to change the font on both of these to copperplate. I'll also center these and adjust the size a little. So there's my cover. Click the All Pages button here to return to that view. Notice that the cover image is also used in one of my other pages. So if I don't want it repeated, I can simply select it and hit the delete key. Now I could drag a different photo in here or change the layout of this page. So I'll open the layout panel and notice here that I have a ton more options for this page than I did with the cover. I can choose how many photos I want on the page and how they're arranged. The more photos you put on a page, the fewer pages that you're going to need in the book overall, keeping the cost down. I can also change this page to be a text-only page or a map page. Select Spread, and I can have one image cover 2 full pages, or have one cover most of the 2-page spread, and then 2 more on one side. Just drag and drop the photos in. Notice that after doing this, I now have a couple images that are unplaced. So if I want those back in my book, I need to find a spot for them. On another page, I'll change the layout so I can fit those photos in. For each image, I can go into the Options panel to change the border and caption settings. When adding a caption, full control of the text is available in the Options panel. One catch with captions, though, is that if you add a caption in one style, but then decide to try a different one, the text you entered doesn't stay the same. It goes back to the placeholder text. So you can go back to the previous style, copy the text, and paste it into the other. Click Change Everywhere to make this text style the default one for captions throughout the book. Here I can add a quick effect like sepia or antique. Click the Edit Photo button to switch to edit mode in iPhoto and make any changes needed. When finished, just click the Back to Book button here. At the bottom of the Options panel is a Book Setting button, where I can decide if I want things like an Apple logo at the end of the book and what the page numbers are going to look like, if I want page numbers at all. So I'll certainly want to go through all these pages and get the photos laid out better and the captions set up exactly how I want. Once I have that all set up, the book will be ready to go and I can click Buy Book here. I'm well over 20 pages, so the price has gone over $30. I can set how many copies I want and click Checkout to pay for the book. Apple will then print the book and within a week or so it'll arrive on your doorstep. The print quality in these books is really nice. They're usually well worth the price. One thing you can't do here is order a different type of book, like maybe a large softcover and a large hardcover. To do that, you'll need to duplicate your book project, and in the new one, change the type of book selected by clicking on the Change Theme button here. Next up, we'll look at creating cards and calendars.